if you want to grow your consulting business, one of the best things that you can do is to pay attention to the profitability of both your projects and clients. Here's what I mean. Not every project is created equal, the same way that not every client is created equal. And what we recommend and what we often do with some of our highest level consulting firm owner clients is help them and guide them through the process of looking at their projects and their clients' profitability levels. You might find, and so here's an example with a client that we did this recently with. They had kind of hit a plateau in the growth of their consulting business, and when we looked at all of their projects over the last 12 to 18 months, what we found is that they were spending a lot of time focusing on projects that and certain type of client that in fact was contributing the least amount of profitability and growth in their business. So let's say you land a project that is $150,000, and let's say you land another kind of project that is $75,000. That your mind, right, the kind of the default would be, well, we want more $150,000 projects. But what you might find is that to deliver that $150,000 project in the way that it's currently structured actually delivers less profitability. And I don't mean just profitability percentage, but actually profitability, in terms of dollars to your business because of the way that it's structured. And so you might actually find that a $75,000 engagement, because of the way it's structured, maybe it's more leveraged, it's less time intensive, it requires less resources, less people to be involved. It actually might contribute significantly more profitability to your business. And if you're not paying attention to that stuff, if you're not actually looking for, which of these projects is contributing the most profitability and is really best for the growth of our business, you might, as many consulting firm owners do, just continue to focus on the wrong kind of business and continue to treat all business or all projects the same. And so, don't just focus on bringing more business into your company because it might be the wrong kind of business. So when you start, this is not going to be relevant, just as a kind of side note, this is not relevant for consultants that are brand new and just getting started, because you're not going to have enough data to know and to be able to answer these questions. But as you grow your business, what you're going to want to pay attention to is the profitability of your projects. And this is the same thing for the profitability of certain types of clients. Back to the example of one client that I mentioned as we did this recently with, they found that they were spending the same amount of time, if not more, chasing and working with and giving proposals to clients that were smaller. And the clients that were smaller often had much smaller dollar engagements. And the vast majority of their revenue and their profitability was actually coming from larger companies and larger engagements. And so what they were able to do once they saw this is to go, you know what? There's no point in us even focusing on these smaller companies, right? And so we need to establish a minimum dollar value for a project. And if this minimum level doesn't work, then that person or that company is not going to be an ideal client fit for what we're looking for. And so they were able to kind of prioritize and strategize and just get very clear essentially about who their ideal client really is. And by doing so, now they're in a place where they're only targeting those larger clients because they know that, one larger client is essentially worth, a handful or two handfuls of smaller clients. Yet in many cases, the time that they were spending in communications with the clients or through the sales cycle or even delivering on projects was the same. And so now their profitability has been increased significantly just by focusing on the right kind of client and the right type of project. So if this is something that you haven't done ever or in a while, you should be doing this. You should be looking at this, probably every 3 to 6 months, depending on the volume, and size of your business. But I would say at minimum, you want to be looking at this, every 6 months or so, to really get a clear sense of, where's our business coming from, what business is profitable, what clients are profitable, are we generating higher level profitability with a certain type of client, are we enjoying working more with a certain type of client, are we creating better results for a certain type of client. All of these factors and criteria help you to make better decisions about how to optimize your consulting business and your consulting business model and how you approach going to the market. And when you do that, you're able to achieve and kind of unlock significant growth in your business.